Hey y'all, welcome back to Maya Makes. I'm Maya and today I'm going to be painting this giant painting. As you can see, I've kind of already started it, but it's been sitting in my house for probably about 6 months and I haven't done any work on it, so I'm going to finish it today. I'm going to add a white background and a black outline and kind of give it a 3D look. Last time I worked on it, I added gold and some shading, and then I also used acrylic medium to give it this 3D look. I actually found this board on the side of the road, and that's how I got it. It was when I didn't have a car yet, so I was just riding my bike home from work, and I saw 2 of these probably 10 feet boards on the side of the road, and I decided to take one home. And so what I did was I looped one side under my backpack strap and then put the other end balancing on my bike handles, and then I biked all the way home with it, and there were like 5 feet sticking out on either side of the bike, and the turns and hills were so awful because I had to make these super wide turns and make sure that I wasn't whacking anything that was behind or in front of me. But yeah, eventually I got it home, and then part of my ceiling isn't tall enough to accommodate it, so I was trying to kind of like just nudge it around until I got it to the place where the ceiling was high enough. And at one point it hit the ceiling, and like my ceiling is made out of like little bumpy thingies, and one of the pieces of the drywall fell into my eye. But I was holding this like 10-foot tall piece of wood, so I couldn't just like put it down anywhere without being able to see, because then I would definitely break something. So I was kind of just like hobbling around with one eye closed, and I couldn't even close it all the way because the chunk of drywall was just too big to close my eye. And then I eventually got it over to the wall and I set it down and like ran to the bathroom. I had to just pull this piece of ceiling out of my eyeball. But yeah, I went through a lot of trouble to get this piece of wood, so I figured I would finish this painting. I've done one painting in this style before. It's kind of a like wood carving-esque kind of painting, and it's made so that if you hang it on a white or off-white wall, there's an illusion that it's a cutout. So I put shadows behind the gold on the white part to make it look like the gold is actually standing out from the background, and then I make the frame look like an actual frame. So it seems that it's all just connected together by the gold parts, and that the white in the middle is actually not part of the painting. And yeah, I did one similar to this. It's a tiger on canvas, not on wood, and it turned out pretty well. So when I started this painting, I was kind of determined to try this big one, and I got sick of it and kind of discouraged, and I couldn't decide whether I was going to add scales or not add scales. And the idea of adding scales sounded cool, but it just sounded like so much work that I just got discouraged and never finished it. So I'm just gonna do it in the simplest way, just so that I can finish this painting and actually say that I finished it. But yeah. I do really enjoy doing this style. I think the illusion is really cool, and I enjoy having it in my room. It seems kind of like gives off a magnificent vibe, you know? It's kind of like royal. I don't know, just the gold and it looking kind of like a carved piece, or maybe like a wooden frame or metal piece. I don't know. I think it's really cool. I was inspired by Japanese art and the motifs used commonly in Japanese art. So I used koi fish in this painting. Koi often represent strength and perseverance because they are swimming upstream. I decided to use them in this painting for that reason. And in my painting, one koi is swimming right behind the other, to represent the fact that although no two koi or no two people swim upstream at the same pace, what matters is that we are still persevering and that the strength is in the struggle and not how fast one goes. I think that this motif and the meaning of this painting is, although particularly applicable today with everything that's going on in our country, but also just kind of applies to everybody all the time, and the fact that we must keep trying and persevere, and that's what's important, is something that I even need to remind myself, because I get so caught up in how fast or how well I'm doing it, and it's not about how quickly you progress, it's about the fact that you continue trying. Here I am painting just the black outline, which is my favorite part to do because it requires a lot of precision, and it's also, I think it's also the most satisfying part. At the end, instead of doing the scales, I decided to just do the blotchy koi pattern that they have without the scales. I think it looked fine. I am really happy to have finished this painting. I often do this thing where I'll start something and then never finish it, and this was one that I really did want to finish, especially because it's so big, so having a half-finished painting this large laying around kind of sucks. So yeah, I'm really glad that this happened. And this is the finished product. I am very quite proud of this, and I like the way that it turned out. And it is finished. Look how big it is. Oh my God. I can't reach the top. But yes, this is the finished product. I am quite proud of it. I hope y'all enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed finally finishing this project. And I'm really interested in seeing what y'all's interest is in with these painting videos compared to the cooking videos, because they are very different, but they're both things that I'm really passionate about. So let me know what you think in the comments. Make sure to enter this video's giveaway. This is what you will be able to pick from my Etsy shop if you do win this giveaway. And to enter, you just have to comment the secret word, which is KOI, K-O-I, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I will be choosing one winner. You have until midnight on Sunday to participate in this giveaway. Make sure to tell your friends if you think they'll like my hand-painted clothes and they would like a chance to win them for free. I put out new videos every Monday and Friday and do a giveaway for my hand-painted clothing designed by me every single video. So make sure you stay tuned, and I'll see you on Monday on Maya Makes. Congratulations, Gabby and Maya Productions. You won the last video's giveaway, and you can choose a t-shirt from my Etsy store, which is linked in the description. And message me on Instagram at @theartistmaya when you've made your choice. This is last week's featured comment. You tentacle my fancy. Comment the secret word in a funny way below, and you could be featured in my next video.